welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to show you my bullet journal setup for June today. The theme for this month will be under the sea, and we will have all the fishes and the seaweed, and I got inspired to do this theme by my own little fishes. We have fishes, and one of them got some baby fishes, and then I thought, oh yes, let's do under the sea as a theme for this month. And I also created a sticker sheet for us. I will place a picture somewhere in here. You can get all of my stickers as a digital download on Etsy. I will drop you all of my information down below in the info box. And I would say, without any further ado, let's create our bullet journal setups and jump right into the video.
All right, I would say let's start off. So I decided to have the little fish in the vase as a centerpiece this month because I thought he was just so cute. And as this year every single cover page had a frame, of course this one had to have one too. And what would be more fitting than water? So I just painted in the frame in blue, and when you look at water in the sun, you see all these different shades of blue. So I tried to mimic this by going over what I've already painted and achieving like that darker blue color. And after that, I added some white highlight with my Posca marker, and I did not try to be like super perfect by creating the lines. I was messy on purpose because water has its waves and it's not perfect as well. So yeah, then I sketched the header for June, and this month was so hard to figure out which color I wanted to have as a secondary color, but at the end I decided to go with violet. Then I gave the header some nice shadows, and after that I added some dots. I love adding some details to the pages and the headers. I don't know why, but I think having details makes everything look a little bit more special, and I'm trying to do this even more often. I don't know if you noticed it, but I wanted to cut the page without having anything underneath, and I was so shocked when I noticed it. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did not do it. And then I quickly grabbed some cardboard and put it underneath the page. So here you can see me gluing on some colored paper, and I usually just take it, glue it on, flip the page, and cut it afterwards. Then I added some stickers, and I just thought that the tiny water bubbles were like perfect for the blue cardboard. And then I added some highlights again, and I did like little, it looks almost like crosses, and at the end I thought, oh my god, it looks like a bubble that is bursting. So it was just perfect. The most important thing when I do my bullet journal calendar is for me to have a place where I can clearly see my goals. So I thought there is no better page as next to the cover page, and I always try not to have too many goals, so it's always around 10. Then I colored everything in, and this time I took a darker shade of violet just to differentiate it a little bit from the main header. And as I told you before, I'm taking it serious with the details, so I added some gray stripes as well. Alright, and the next page is dedicated for my monthly calendar. For this, I just took a quite ordinary calendar shape and left some space underneath. And I think I want to use this space to have like a little tracker for all of my social media channels like Instagram and YouTube, because it's quite motivating to see the growth. For the header, I just wrote this month in a hand lettering style, and I wrote it wrong. I first wrote this month, and then I had to cover the little mistake, and I always take just a Posca acrylic marker. It's great for covering things up. To let the header stand out even more, I just took my fine liner and contoured everything. And after that, I just added some shadows and highlights. So it gives the letter a kind of round finish. Then I added some light blue stripes on top of the squares so I can just like add my dates to the calendar. After that, I added some stickers, and first I was a little bit concerned because they were a little bit bigger than I thought, but at the end I kind of liked this look. They covered some parts of the calendar, but I don't think that this is going to disturb. Okay, and the next page that I created was dedicated for all of my trackers. So I started out by first drawing 2 boxes. One of them is for my habit tracker, and the other one I wanted to use for a completely new tracker that I never tried out before. So in June, I want to track my energy level as well as my productivity and compare both metrics against each other. For my energy level, I will do just some dots and do a rating from 1 to 10. And for the productivity, I want to do a bar that represents the hours that I was productive in a day. Next to the boxes, I had some space left, so I thought it would look nice to have some stickers. So I just painted a blue background and placed the stickers on top of it. And after that, I added some details. I took the little crosses that I had on the cover page, and after painting them, I was just like thinking, oh, I think it would look nice to have some like darker details as well. So I just added some teeny tiny little dark dots. As you can see, I still got some space left in the middle, and then I just thought, great, that's a perfect spot for my header. So I just wrote tracker in big bold letters and added on the left and on the right side in hand lettering what the trackers are. So habit, energy, and productivity. Then I colored in the letters in violet and added some shadows and dot details again, and then something happened. I pushed the Posca marker a little bit too much, and then there was just a blob of paint coming out of it, and I got very stressed. It happened on the letter K. I don't know if it's very noticeable, but I just tried to camouflage it as good as I could. And the final page that is left is my weekly setup. For this, I just did a cross on the right side, so I would have some squares to add the days of the week, as well as some stickers. I just used a light blue felt tip to create a little header for each day. And then I kept things simple and just wrote out all the days and the dates. And on the left side, I wanted to have some space for all of my to-dos, as I always have. That's something that I've been sticking to for forever, and it just works, so it has to be included in every single setup that I do. Last month worked out quite well without having a weekly habit tracker, so I left it out for this month as well. And for this side, I just wanted to have a header that is quite simple, so it just says June, and it has the same decorations as my goals page, if you noticed it. I thought that this would just make things cohesive and nice. Then I added some stickers, some stripes, and voila, there it is, my weekly page. And now I would say it's time for a final flip through.
So this was my whole setup for June. I hope you enjoyed it and could draw some inspiration out of it also for your setups. If you recreate something, please tag me on Instagram. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. That would make me so happy. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!